Welcome to Get Real, where we talk about the market numbers and give you kind of a boots on the ground analysis of what's happening here in the Low Country. But before we get started, I want to thank everybody for all of your suggestions for our podcast name. We had so many people participate in that, and we are super grateful. We actually ended up coming up with our own name, Get Real, but your ideas inspired us, and we may actually use a lot of them for episode titles. So watch for years to come. Anyways, diving right in, I thought we'd give a really quick market snapshot of where we are. So today is the 3rd of March, and inventory is down about 5% from where it was this time last year. I can really feel that. I'm sure you guys can too. Yeah. That's new inventory. Our actual current inventory is down 18% since 2025.
That's crazy.
And it is quite noticeable out there. And if this trend continues, I think it's going to be a strong year for appreciation for homeowners. So that's good. Now, demand still remains very high, and pending sales right now, though, are about equal to where they were last year. Our closed sales are down about 10%. Absorption rate sits at about 5%, which still indicates that seller market. And days on market is up about 39%. So what's the inside read? Any quick takeaways that you guys are seeing or feeling right now? I mean, it's pretty typical that inventory is going to start to rise this time of year as we head into the shoulder season. And so that's pretty typical. I think inventory is so low.
You feel it.
I was talking about this with someone on our team recently, and on Hilton Head, if you took that, say, 2.2 and down villa inventory, that leaves, for single family homes, it is like crazy low in inventory.
Yeah, I mean, I think, it is a seller's market, but at the same time, it's not like, buyers still don't have to give everything up. No. And it's like, there's a lot more negotiating. Buyers, I feel like they're more willing to just walk away than what they were. Yeah. It's like,
oh yes, they are.
So, yes, it is a seller's market. I feel like it's always kind of a seller's market around here,
Has been for a while.
And so with inventory low, but people, I feel like buyers, are willing to still wait, and they're not going to pay those tremendous prices or they're not just going to buy it for any price, so.
Wouldn't you say, as a buyer though, right now, opportunity is better than opportunity is better than it's going to be next month or in 2 months, 3 months, 4 months.
Yeah. I think with the inventory thing, personally, I think we're all on the same page, but if it keeps going this way, it's going to be super competitive probably come fall time.
Come April.
Yeah. As rates continue to tick down too, which they're definitely expected to do that. They already have a little bit. It's going to be, I think it's going to be tough as a buyer. It's only it's going to cost you more. I know we say that all the time. It's going to cost you to wait, but it's going to cost you to wait.
Well, yeah.
For real this time.
Yeah. I think we talked about that last podcast or whatever.
We did,
but people are realizing, if I wait, I am going to pay more. Mm-hmm. The prices are not coming down.
Right. Exactly. So, yeah, and so are you guys seeing, as we kind of move further into the spring shoulder season, are you feeling like more villas now are kind of starting to sell? I feel like they kind of slowed towards the end of the year. Single family homes kind of, just truck along, but I feel like villas are really moving.
Oh, yeah. I have had 3 buyer calls with the same criteria. They want something in the 400 to 500 range. They're going to be here 2 or 3 months out of the year, winter time, and then go back home up north and rent it the rest of the year. Mm-hmm. I don't remember having it be that much last year of that criteria. This year, I'm definitely feeling it.
Yeah,
way
and
more.
so think about that too, and especially you guys as you're listening, what does that tell you? Well, if you're in that market, you're going to have a lot of competition.
Yeah.
And the inventory is low. So when you have a lot of competition and the inventory is low, you're going to end up spending more, because not only are you just negotiating with the seller, you might find yourself in a multiple offer situation, and then you're negotiating against other buyers, which then makes you have to spend more.
Especially with low inventory.
Yeah. So as a buyer, it's very critical that you're strategic, you're prepared, you're in touch with your realtor to get yourself ready to act the minute you find the right
I
thing.
feel like, another point of like really making sure you have a realtor that works hard, that knows the market, that pays attention to listing delays, so you can get first dibs on those properties coming in. Because that's a huge advantage for a buyer, is having a realtor that, checks a listing delay, because you can go in and get it first before anybody else. There's, as you guys know too, you will only get a couple calls here and there when a property's in listing delay, and then once it hits the market, you start seeing realtors that call and see the property, and it just kind of shows how many realtors don't check listing delay.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
other thing too is staying in touch with other realtors.
Yeah,
I agree
that's
100%.
Because I have, like I just said, with all those buyers, there's like 3 different places that I would recommend to those buyers, and there's nothing available in those places.
Right.
So,
Staying in touch with maybe agents who do a lot of business
Yes.
in that community is critical too. It's relationships matter, and also, with other realtors, it helps you understand the pulse of, what's going on, and really being in the know. And that's what
Totally.
clients are counting on us to do is
Yeah.
to be in the know.
Yeah.
So I know we talked about this last month, but luxury is really moving. You know,
Yes.
that higher price point. We've got an oceanfront home in Sea Pines that was listed at $14,995, I think, million. That's gone under contract. There, high dollar sales in Spanish Wells. There are multiple offers and $2 million plus in Sea Pines and things like that. So that is a very strong leading indicator, I think, too, of the confidence in our market right now.
Totally.
So,
Totally.
and you guys are both experiencing that too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you guys seeing? I know we talked about buyers being able to negotiate a little bit more with the seller. Are you seeing multiple offers happen in certain pockets, or what are you guys seeing out there with that?
I can speak on Hilton Head Plantation. Inventory is still low in there too. And the listing I had that received multiple offers, but that was nice and shiny and redone,
golf course.
And like had like beautiful view. So it was, I don't want to say a perfect house, but
And priced right.
priced right. That was the other thing.
You had
Priced
a big
right.
pool. You had a big pool buyers for that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think in those situations, yes.
Isn't that interesting though? Because you did have a big pool of buyers in Hilton Head Plantation, and
Yeah.
it was listed at 1.39
Yeah.
in Hilton Head Plantation
Yeah.
is crazy.
I know.
In that, just a few years back, like
I know.
that was
Yeah.
like top dollar.
I know.
Yeah.
In Hilton Head Plantation, and now it's like 1.3 HHP.
What's also super interesting about that is since it's gone under contract, I've had 2 or 3 agents reach out that didn't put an offer in and said, if anything happens, please reach out.
Yeah.
Which is, it's just so crazy
Yeah.
to me that that's the market now.
No, it definitely is. And I think buyers too are looking for things a little different. 6 Greenwood Court, I had that listing in Sea Pines, listed at 2.35. Beautiful home, but it doesn't look like every other house in Sea Pines.
It's very unique.
It was very cozy and more of like a primary residence feel.
Yeah.
Private.
An amazing private, backyard pool spa, all the bells and whistles back there, but also done on a very high end, again, not a rental feel.
No.
So I think people are looking for uniqueness also in properties
Yes.
out there in the higher
Yeah,
end that
I mean-
aren't just either the quick flips or the
Shiplap everywhere.
yeah,
I mean,
or the
you
rental
see,
look.
I know.
Yeah, you see where, I mean, you guys probably get this too, where you feel like you've walked in so many homes just by the way it's laid out or the way it's like, you're like, oh, okay, I've seen this before.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So uniqueness, I think, definitely does stand out to a lot of buyers right now.
Yeah, and,
Character.
character,
yeah.
care, and I think those things too can help contribute to a little higher price. You know, because of that. Are you guys finding buyers are asking for more concessions?
Yes.
What kind of concessions are you guys seeing?
I've recently had a buyer get, this is actually pretty crazy. A buyer had $13,000 in closing costs from the seller. That's a lot
It is.
That's
of
a
money.
lot.
Yep.
From
I had somebody ask for that on one of my listings too, and the seller gave actually quite a bit.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. I think it also depends too on what part of the market
Totally.
the house
Yeah.
is
I
in.
mean, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
I think some of those that
Yes.
might speak more to first-time home buyers or
Yeah.
you know things like that are going to be willing to
I mean,
give things
concessions-
like that.
Concessions are not huge around here.
Right.
No.
They're
They're not common.
They're
No.
not.
Yeah.
They're not. So I think, you know, that part of the market, you've got more
Yeah.
probably ability to ask for
Totally.
for those things.
Yeah.
I mean, the second homes, I feel like you're not going to get
Right.
really any concessions
No.
on, you know.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So,
And okay, let's switch and talk about sellers. All right. Some of the top mistakes that sellers are making right now. So this was on Keeping Current Matters, which is a national organization focused on the real estate market and all those things. And they listed 3 things, and I felt like they apply to our area as well. So I thought they would
Yeah.
be good talking points and good for you guys to hear. So one is pricing based on a neighbor a few years back. What
Yeah.
say you?
Don't
what do you guys
even.
say? Are you guys, when you're going on listing appointments, are you experiencing sellers that, you know, still just want to throw a number out there?
Yes.
yeah.
But it is
I mean,
so
we just-
important. It's just not to do that.
And why?
Because then people won't come see your house. I mean, that's
Yeah.
the people, I mean, we've talked about this before. They have Zillow, they have Realtor.com, they have all these tools. They have ChatGPT. I had someone call me the other day and said ChatGPT told me this is the villa
Oh,
to
yeah.
buy. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
there's so many things now. And it just makes a buyer not attracted to your house until it does come down to a reasonable price.
Yeah.
Unless you have that unique,
Yeah.
beautiful,
Mm-hmm.
perfect house.
But I
Right.
feel like a lot of sellers think their house is unique, and
That's
Well,
think,
because
you
they have
know,
emotional attachment to it.
Yeah, totally. Like, I mean, 20 Balmoral that just closed. I mean, the sellers, they're from London. It was a very European style house. You know,
Beautiful home.
Yeah, beautiful house. I mean, probably the best views in Indigo Run on the golf course, and I mean, they put their house on for more than what they thought it was worth, or more than what it was worth, and because they built it. You know, there's so much emotional attachment,
Yeah.
and you know, they thought it was so unique, but then, I mean, it was really kind of dated, and
Right.
it needed work, and you know, sellers don't really think about that because they're like, the house is, you know, it works for them and it's
Right.
beautiful, and so I mean, I think, you know, and we ended up bringing that down 186,000, and it had just come on the market.
Nice work.
So I mean, it was, you know, I mean, it speaks to, and I mean, we were the only ones looking at it, really. I mean, they had multiple open houses, nobody showed up. So I mean, I think it really speaks to coming on the market at the right price and not just looking at your neighbor.
yeah, and
Oh,
don't,
this was redone.
agreed. Don't you think too, if a home is overpriced and not shiny
Yeah.
to go along with that, do you feel like then when buyers are coming through the door, they're walking in with an attitude? They're walking in looking
For everything.
looking for every negative thing they can find,
Yes.
right?
100%.
Yeah. And so I think for you, if you're thinking about selling, that's an important thing for you to hear, because you want to create a positive experience for the buyer from the second they pull up to your house till they leave and want to talk about it all night. That's what you want to create.
Yeah, and
you
I
know?
mean, I think we mentioned this in the last podcast, but like, I mean, if you really want the highest price for, the highest number for your home, I mean, I almost think it's a little bit better to underprice it because there's less inventory, so many buyers, and that will drive the price right up. You'll get so many multiple offers.
So I would say too, and this kind of takes us into the next point in top mistakes by sellers, which number 2 was skipping repairs that buyers now expect. Your maintenance on your home, deferred maintenance is just not getting by anymore. It's not cutting the mustard. And buyers are walking from deals because sellers won't make repairs or understand that these are all things that if a buyer's paying top dollar, they expect the repairs to be made and everything. Now things need to be in operating condition, and if they are, that's great. That's meeting the terms of the contract. But but there's still like so much gray area for so many different things, and I think that is something that it's like you want to scream from the rooftops. Like buyers are walking from inspections, and sellers need to be a little more willing to make repairs and concessions because of that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm on both sides right now. I mean, we all are.
Yeah.
But definitely the repair lists I'm getting, or repair requests I'm getting from buyer's agents, are a lot longer than I've ever experienced, to be honest, in real estate.
Definitely.
In real estate.
Yeah, I agree. And they're much more extensive and involved. And I think too, it's, as a seller, maybe you don't want to make all the repairs, but you need to be open-minded to meeting a buyer where they are and come up with different ways to meet them, whether it's through making the repairs, giving them a concession, allowing more inspection. Just, you want to protect your asset, of course, as a seller, and you don't want to give things away. But in the same breath, I think because of the market that we're in right now, you're still held to a high standard.
Yes.
For
sure.
So,
Totally.
And so then the third one was playing hardball. And your first offer is usually your best one, and not letting ego, pride get in the way, which definitely happens too. I mean, understandably why, but it, generally that first offer that comes in is generally very emotionally driven.
Yeah.
And they usually are very invested in wanting to make it through, but they'll also walk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's hard right now.
it is.
I've been in multiple scenarios, I feel like, recently where the seller of a house bought it a couple years ago. And now they've made all these great additions to the house or painted, whatever it was. And the comps are not supporting their price.
Yep.
Which then leads to the seller playing hardball with the buyer. And my buyer actually just walked away from a scenario like that.
Well, and buyers have been paying attention.
Yeah.
They've been paying attention to what things have sold and what, what's going on in the market. So.
Yeah, I think that goes back to also with the repairs. It's like, so many of the buyers now live outside the area, and they don't necessarily want to have to deal with making repairs.
Yeah.
And in some cases making renovations, and some do, and that's fine. That's totally fine. But if they're paying top dollar, they're being stretched on rates, and they're just not going to overlook deferred maintenance and things like that. No. And that's fair.
I mean, they'll step back and they'll just say, well, something will come on at some point.
Exactly.
And we'll just, then we'll go after that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they're a lot more willing to do that.
100%.
Yeah. So I think it's just, really having good, strong conversations with sellers really
Preparing
listening.
your sellers,
Yeah.
for
Yep.
that.
Yep, and coming up with reasonable concessions or strategies or whatever it is, and that also leads to the importance of getting your house ready to come to market, making sure it's clean, tightening all those nuts and bolts, making sure your HVAC is serviced, and your water heater has the right pan underneath, and you know what I mean, and your electrical's good, and just that isn't a hard checklist to go down, and just
It's also
make
good
sure
to get an inspection beforehand.
Yeah,
That
is.
way you kind of know.
You can attend to certain
Yeah.
things that are, So, okay, we are rapidly in the spring market. What's the one piece of advice you would give to buyers right now? Either one. Last time you guys went silent on me, so
I know.
I'm gonna let one of you guys
Yeah.
do the answer.
I would just say be prepared. I would be prepared. Like me, if you're getting a loan, definitely keep in touch with your lender. Rates are going up, going down, going up, going down. So that's one. I mean, my next thing would be obviously stay in touch with your realtor constantly.
Yeah.
I think new listings are coming on each day, and some are competitive and some aren't, and it's just honestly just staying on top of it right now, I would say. But
What about you?
I think just knowing what's most important to you,
yeah,
That's what I was gonna say. Know your why,
Yeah.
and then go from there.
Yeah. And, I mean, that's the, why are you buying this property? What is it for, and how are you willing to make it work if you are ready now? You
Yeah.
know?
Exactly. And being open-minded too. I
Yeah.
think, a lot of times people think, oh, I only want in here, but I don't really know about this over here.
Right.
And so learning about maybe, being open to learning about other parts of the island where you might actually love it more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you might actually find something better at a better price. So,
Oh, yeah.
Totally.
And I mean, there's so many people that I talk to that they only know about sea pines. Like they don't know any
Right.
other part about the island. They only know Palmetto Dunes and Shelter Cove area because that's where they vacation.
Yes.
And it's like,
Yeah.
wow, you guys are looking at moving here full time or buying a second home and not renting. There's so many more options for you.
Okay, so I want to ask you guys this question based on that. What is one community, if you only could give one community to somebody that vacations here that you said, hey, would you ever consider looking at blank? What's that blank?
I mean, I think, well, one, it depends on.
If it was, they didn't want a short-term rental property.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the lifestyle they're seeking, what's most important to them, whether
course.
it's being in an oceanfront community, whether it's what has the best value. I mean, Hilton Head Plantation has the best value with everything that it has to offer. I think Port Royal's gorgeous.
Oh, that was mine.
Yeah, I mean, Port Royal
Port Royal.
is my favorite community, If they want an oceanfront community, I'm like Port Royal all
Yeah.
day long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but there's all these little sneaky pockets too. Leamington,
I know.
Broad
Oh, yeah.
Point,
Leamington.
River
Yeah.
Club, like all these places that people don't know about. So
I think Broad Point and River Club are so overlooked, or
Yes.
not even. A lot of people don't even know about it
I
because it's
know.
tucked off behind Indigo Run off Marshland, and you get some gorgeous views. The value and there's great. The location of it is, I think, probably the best on the island because
Yeah.
you get your 10 minutes. From the furthest point to anywhere on the island, you're 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Or
it's
less,
just so true. North south, you're right
Yeah,
there.
even to get off the island.
Yeah.
Very, very true. So if there's one takeaway from today, it's just this is not a market you guess in. It requires strategy and planning. And we are here to get real and give you all the inside local details. So thank you so much for spending time with us today, and we'll see you next month.